Hey everybody, we're getting very close to the end of the school year. Should be the last week of actual work, and then the rest should be makeup work. Alright, so this video is going to explain the equation of a circle. Alright, I give you the equation on the assignment, but this is it right here. Alright, x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. Might look scary, really isn't that bad. Alright, the h and k represents the center of the circle, and the r represents the radius. So I'm going to do two examples on this video, and that should help you a lot. All right, so looking at this, all I want to find out is the center and the radius. So I'm just going to write that down real quick. So center and radius. And that is what you're going to have to do in your assignment. All right, so looking at this, we have a positive 3 here and a negative 4. This is what's going to represent the center, but you have to be careful. It's always the opposite sign. So if this is a positive 3 in the center, that is going to be a negative 3. If this is a negative 4, that is going to represent a positive 4 for the center. And the reason why that happens is because if you look at the formula, you have negative in the middle, okay? So technically here, if you plug this into the formula, you're going to have x minus negative 3 squared, and that's why that ends up being positive 3. But if you just want to remember opposite signs, just do that. And then the radius, if you look at the formula again, it is r squared. So this 64 represents r squared. So all you have to do is just do the square roots of whatever number's at the end. So do the square root of 64, use your calculator, and you just get a radius of 8. Okay? So this first one's not that bad. So the center was that, and the radius was 8. Now the next one, it's a little trickier because some of the questions on the assignment are a little tricky. All right, so again, we're going to find the center and the radius. And the center, again, you have to look for those numbers and do the opposite sign. So the first one, you see a positive 1. So it's going to be a negative 1. And if you don't see a number there for the y or the x, it just means it's going to be a 0. Okay, so just remember that. So your center is negative 1, 0. And the radius, again, this 10 represents the r squared. So you need to do the square root of 10. And you're going to see in your calculator, it's a big decimal because it's not a perfect square. Just leave it as square root of 10. And that's it. Okay, so that's how you find the center and the radius looking at the equation.